principles behind quality. So we should be customer focused. Example, right now we are conducting the training program. And now whatever we speak, it should make sense to all of you in your business. Otherwise, we may speak, whatever we know. But if you are not able to appreciate, and definitely we cannot be in the market, right? So quality basically comes from meeting the customer's requirements, right? So you should be customer focused. If you are not able to understand who is your customer, then it will be very challenging to produce results in the company. And always customer can either be internal or external. Customer may be within your company, customer may be outside your company. You need to take care of the requirements of both kind of customer, right? And also there will be end user. End user is actually the ultimate customer. So end user requirement needs to be taken care. The external customer requirements needs to be taken care. Internal customers requirement needs to be taken care. You can satisfy the requirements of the end user only if you can take care of the internal and the external customers requirement. Otherwise, taking care of the end users requirement will be very challenging. And you should be process centric. You should be process centric, and then you must always have a systems approach. Consider an automobile. An automobile car, a passenger car, is nothing but an assembly of 5,000 plus components, right? You test each and every component for its fitness. You will also test the car for its fitness, isn't it? It's more important. So you have to have a systems approach. Don't just settle with testing bits and pieces. You need to have a systems approach also, right? So any company is nothing but collection of processes. Your processes produce the outputs. The outputs are nothing but the products and the services. So you should understand your process input, and you should understand your process output. And please understand, variation always exists in any process. We think we have a highly precise precision manufacturing setup and everything will happen perfectly, but actually it won't happen that way, isn't it? Always there will be variation. You are setting everything so that you get the perfect dimension in your product, let's say 100 mm. But actually when you produce so many units, and none of them will be 100 mm, everything will be 100 plus or minus. That means variation exists in all process. The key to improvement is control the variation. The more better you control the variation, the improvement will be easier. And factual approach to decision making. Don't believe everything. People can tell anything that they want to communicate. These are all called opinion. But as a Six Sigma expert or as a professional in a particular domain, you must understand the fact. So your decision should be based on the fact. If you want to understand the fact, then you must have data in your hand, right? So you should be data driven. You should not only be customer focused, you should not only be process centric, you should be data driven, because then only you can be fact based. Your data can give you the alarms. The data can sometimes give you true alarm, sometimes can give you false alarm. So though you are data based, you need to ensure that you are not only data based, you are also fact based. Data can also mislead you. That is why you need to master a lot of things. If you have a set of data, you must validate the data. If you have a measurement system, you must validate the measurement system. Otherwise, you may be data driven, but still, your decisions may not be based on fact. So you have to be very careful, right? Always believe in factual approach to decision making, right? And don't simply conclude everything by listening to people around you. And make sure your suppliers also deliver optimal result. Consider today's training program. Though the training program is conducted, do you see there are a lot of trainers coming and talking to you? Each trainer is one way, he is a supplier. Unless each and every trainer delivers their part perfectly, the whole program cannot be appreciable, isn't it? So similarly, when you are actually manufacturing a product or you are offering a service, right, and make sure the people associated with your organization, nothing but the vendors and suppliers, they should also deliver optimal result. You may be procuring raw material from them. You may be procuring, some child component from them. You might be outsourcing part of your operations. Please enable your suppliers to deliver optimal results to you. When you are going for the audit at the supplier end, do conduct a fair audit, because audits you are doing only to help your suppliers do well. That's the intention, and there is no point in making deviations in the audit, and then your suppliers may not be able to deliver the required quality, in the raw material and other things. So these are some important quality principles. So I want you to listen to this video, which will talk more about the importance of quality, and then all these principles will again be insisted in the video, and probably after the video we will have some discussion and questions on the video. So just a minute, I'll play the video. Please confirm the audio quality.
Charge in.
It's not coming.
Sir, not audible.
Audio input.
Okay.
Still not coming.
Audio input.
Yes, sir.
Yes, can you highlight few of the learnings from the video? The important the principles, and or otherwise let me put it this way. Do you understand the meaning of customer focus? You understand the meaning of customer focus? Suppose if I want to be customer focused in my business, tell me whose requirement I need to take care. We are doing, let's say, 6-month training. Let us consider only training. Now, what do I mean by customer focused in my business? Can somebody help me with that? Whose requirement I need to take care? Come on, share something.
Customer requirement.
I want to know who is that customer for me?
Learners or students.
Learners. There are 25 people here. All your requirements I need to take care of. That's the meaning of customer focus, right? Let us say there are 2 customers attending the training program. They just want me to print a certificate and then give it to him. So what I do, I directly print the certificate on day 1 and give it to him. So customer requirement is met. That's the meaning of quality.
No, sorry, they won't.
So then what's the meaning of customer focus?
They know how to apply this what they learn in a life or in a management.
Customer
Yes,
focus
they want
but in
to-
a structured
They
approach.
should gain the knowledge.
They should gain the knowledge, and then only they should be given the certificate. Then
Quality of knowledge what they are
who is
gaining.
telling me?
So I was telling this should be customer focused, but with the right process centric approach. Like you should have conducted a training, at least a small set of training, even if you are to give a white belt certificate, a 2-hour training. But without that, no. And otherwise, a proof of learning, something like exam, not a direct printing of certificate in this case. So your customer and the thing you told, be process oriented as well. So that both would come here, according to me.
So that means
Who is giving the product that need to identify the quality of the need to test the quality of knowledge.
Charge in.
so that
And your syllabus, your team, the content team, or whosoever your publisher is, he should print good materials. in a concise manner for people to understand.
Correct. So that means,
Supplier.
yes, thanks, Mr. Pradeep. That means the customer is not just the end user. There are many things, isn't it? Many things needs to be understood. There is a body of knowledge, there is a certifying agency, and there is an industry which is going to make use of your learnings and your skill acquired through the program. So all of them, when I want to represent using a single word, the best word is stakeholders. Am I correct? Stakeholder. The stakeholder includes your end user, includes some of the internal customer, includes some of the external customer. As a business entity, as a business organization, when I want to achieve quality, I need to understand the requirements of all these stakeholders, and then I need to actually meet their requirements. Then only the quality will get optimized. Then only I will be able to offer a world-class experience to my customers, right? So for the same thing, let us say there are so many trainers here. Like me, Dr. RK is also one of the trainer. Do you think his requirement is also important to me? Come on, please. He may have certain requirement, isn't it? So I need to provide him the proper timing, proper topics, and that means he is associated now. He is nothing but maybe a vendor. He is delivering certain thing for me. So now he should also be enabled. Otherwise what happened? Your end result cannot be great. So that's why respecting all these quality principles are very important if you are focusing on operational excellence, if you are focusing on world-class performance. Otherwise, all these things can only be a talk and then it will not happen in real time. I think now you understand the importance of all the quality principles. Customer focused, process centric, have a systems approach, and then be fact-based always. Be data-driven, and also make sure your data is properly validated before you use. Otherwise, what happens? Sometimes your data can mislead you, and you can't simply say data says so I have to take this action. No. Sometimes when you take action purely based on data, you can still be wrong. So you should be good enough and in understanding whether the data can be used for any analysis and conclusion or not. And that is why we have a special phase called measure, right? So what is Six Sigma? Six Sigma is an operational excellence model. Six Sigma is an aggressive campaign to boost profitability, to increase market share and improve the customer's satisfaction using quality as the strategic business focus, right? Six Sigma aims at aggressively, progressively and continually adding value by reducing variability. Variability is the source of all problem. Like obesity is the source of all health issues. Variability is the source of all problems in any business. It may be difficult to connect this statement very quickly, but that is the fact. Reduce the variation. Always the output should be around the nominal only. If it moves away from the nominal, moves away from the target, now that is called variation. If the variation increases, customer will reject your product, and you don't want that to happen. So when you understand that, the benefits are customer satisfaction, cost reduction, and not only that, legal compliance, right? You will be able to easily comply to all the legal requirements. The quality assurance procedures will become much easier if you equip your people, equip your organization on all these quality and Six Sigma principles. Right. So Six Sigma is a management philosophy to meet business objectives